Black Hawk helicopter lands on the roof and SEAL Team 6 drops in. I mean, how really secure is this?
We plan for the worst case scenario. Anything underneath that, we're completely ready for as well.
The worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
We're now down 43%.
This could be the most serious recession in decades.
Protect your retirement with a gold and silver IRA. Learn more at sdbullion.com/IRA.
All right, we are here with Rocco, not his real name, but the Chief of Security at SD Bullion, and I want to thank you for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Last time I was here, it wasn't pretty, was it?
Oh, you were pretty demanding last time, but no, it was a good time.
I appreciate it. All right, so let's just talk security here, because as a stacker, one of the things that we talk about is if you don't hold it, you don't own it.
Correct.
If you're buying silver, if you're buying gold, you want to have it in your possession. However, we can't always be the custodian of our silver and gold. So if you're going to put some of your wealth into an IRA, gold and silver IRA, you're going to want it in a place that is secure, that is safe. Could you speak to all the viewers as to how security is at SD Bullion?
We try to keep that secretive as to maintain our own element of surprise in our reactions. We have a really good security team on staff. These guys are high class. They qualify for their own job several times a year in several different elements, whether they're out in the snow, sleet, rain, wind, training, qualifying
in the
several
dark.
times a year in the dark.
Oh,
yep,
man.
we do nighttime qualifications. And so they're high class. They're high class. And when I came into the industry, was several years ago, it was kind of daunting to me. I don't want to talk bad about any other organization, but a lot of other organizations rely upon the fact that they have insurance. They don't beef things up to where it should be, really. They rely on the fact that, hey, if something happens, we're covered by insurance, versus planning for that something, for that bad something to happen. And that's what we do here. We plan for the worst case scenario. We plan for the worst case scenario, and so that way anything underneath that, we're completely ready for as well.
Yeah, and I think, without naming names, some places might actually beef up their security for an image.
Correct.
Is that right?
Well,
I mean, if I come and visit some other place, could they potentially put on a show for Yankee?
They do. They might hold events, or have visitors like yourself, and might hire on people who aren't even employed there. Might hire on contractors just for the day. Like I said, not to talk bad about anybody, but industry standards when I came on wasn't even par, in my opinion. And what I wanted to do when I came on, at least company-wise, was raise those standards above what even the insurance companies are asking for. I think it's required of us to do that for our customers, for our employees, to require that amount of safety while they come here to work. Obviously, it's a place that holds a lot of value inside of it. So we owe it to our employees, we owe it to our customers to provide the proper level of protection that they deserve.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It's almost overwhelming just how secure I feel. You guys are all packed to the gills. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm also impressed with the location. Obviously, we can't say where this facility is, but it's out there. And I think that's important, because if you're storing it with another depository in an urban area or in a high traffic area, it's risky, isn't it?
And not only that, many of those other depositories and many of those other organizations, you can walk right up to the door without any interdiction. You can walk directly up to the building. You won't be interdicted at all. That's not the case here. Here, you have several layers that you're going to have to run into before you're anywhere near the building, and even before that, you're going to get interdicted by several people, several different responders. Yeah. And that's the way we try to do things. Again, on the industry standards, they kind of almost get to the point to invite you in before they start doing something about it. I didn't want to do that when I came on. I changed it to the point to where we should be stopping the problem before it even gets anywhere near inside.
Black Hawk helicopter lands on the roof and SEAL Team 6 drops in. I mean, come on. I mean, how really secure is this?
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, worst case, you're talking worst case scenario. A professional team coming in, and that's what we plan for. That's what we qualify for. That's what we train for. And that's what we try to stay day to day off the monotonous stuff that they go throughout the day. Not that there's a whole lot of monotony in the job. A lot of my guys, they have investigations they have to go through. We, obviously you guys saw we scan through trash for any lost product. We deal with people trying to pull anything fraudulent with us, and like I said, pulling a lot of camera investigations as well as
There's cameras everywhere.
The regular day to day. Yep, as well as the regular day to day of maintaining inside, external patrols, all that, keeping that environment going for ourselves, maintaining a strong presence within the area that we're at. I know we're kind of off the beaten path, but we still want to show that, hey, this isn't a place to mess around at. So I put stress on these guys. I put a lot of stress on these guys, and different elements of stress, whether that be time constraints or obviously like trying to even schedule it on a bad weather day. That's going to put a lot of stress on somebody. I'll elevate their heart rate before they actually have to go run and qualify an attack course. And they all do outstanding. They do very, very good out there. And I'm very proud as what we have built here, security-wise and operation-wise. It's a very good organization to work for.
I'm sure you have ideas in the future of how to even make it stronger, more resilient.
Yeah.
Have you, oh man, you're not going to answer this. Have you had any incidents that you feel that you've really handled well without going into details?
Yes. I mean, it's in this industry, it's just random things just kind of pop up. Random things happen, and it happens in very awkward and odd ways sometimes. And so basically it's just part of the job is just being flexible on how you deal with it. That's most of what I can really dip into is just maintaining flexibility and knowing that, hey, anything can really happen and anybody can have intent on doing any kind of harm or have intent on doing anything bad around the area or in the area, or even obviously we maintain a lot of our security for our employees, but at the same time, we have to also vet them as to any insider theft that might happen, anything like that. Yeah.
And I'm sure you've covered it. Right. The threat isn't always on the outside. Sometimes it might be on the inside, so you handle it soup to nuts. I know Tyler stores his precious metals here in the vault. He's very comfortable. Would you?
If I had the amount that Tyler had, then I probably would. But I'm obviously not much of a stacker myself. I do have a few products, but just stuff that's a little bit more not nearly on the level of stacking that you do. I'm just an old gunfighter, so I'm still kind of learning about the environment and still trying to learn about the industry and then learn about the value of actually stacking myself. Yeah.
How big's your team?
Oh, can't say that.
I tried to sneak it in. Okay, so you can't tell me how big, but do you see this growing? Especially, Tyler talked about a whole potential new facility with the IRA vault growing. You would grow with it, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'd be happy to be right there and be ready to do whatever I can to up the capabilities of the company and push the needle forward, to keep things going and see us really, like you said, thrive, grow, and then not only that, provide even better care for our customers and our employees.
Rocco, Chief of Security here at SD Bullion. I feel incredibly privileged to have this time to talk with you. Thank you so much for sharing what you could. It's been awesome.
Of course, it's a pleasure.